Hi, good morning. My name is Jonathan Owens. I am with the company Circle Black. I am your advisor's point of contact for client services, whether there be any questions or any issues with the platform. Today, I am going to give a brief tutorial on how to access the Circle Black client portal, also how to navigate once you are in that platform. So the main screen that we're looking at right now is going to be the web browser edition if you were to log in to the platform. So when you first get activated for this client portal, you are going to receive an email with instructions to log in. It's going to have the email address that you are registered with. So once you receive that email, there will be a link included. So once you click that link, it's going to bring you right to the screen that we're at now. So that would be the first step in setting up your login. The second step, once you reach this page here, is going to click on Don't Have Credentials. So if we click on Don't Have Credentials, it's going to ask you for the email address. So this is the second step in the process. So you will need to enter in your email address here, and then you're going to have to hit submit. What this is going to do is send you an additional email. This email is also going to have a link inside it. And once you click that link, it's going to bring you to a screen where you're going to have to enter in a password 2 times. The first one, and then you'll have to confirm it. Once you confirm that password, you will be able to log into this platform. So you would use your email address and then the password that you just used. So this is our demo account. So I'm going to go ahead and log into the platform. All right, so once you get logged in, first it's going to bring you to a welcome message. It's going to thank you for coming on to Circle Black. You'll have the ability to just click continue and hide the message. And then once that's done, that's going to bring you directly to the screen that we're at now. So this is what we call the client main dashboard screen. So from here, you're going to be able to see the total value of all accounts that you have on the platform, whether they're managed by your advisor or if you have linked them through our platform, such as any bank accounts, which we will get to in a little bit. Just to go over some of these other items here on the dashboard screen. So other being able to see your total value underneath this, you'll be able to see the performance as well as the value change on your portfolio. And you'll also be able to have access to the balance graphs here in the top right portion. So you'll be able to put your cursor anywhere on this graph. You'll be able to see the date as well as the corresponding value. So our system defaults to the portfolio view, and the information that you're looking at is year to date. So from January 1st, 2020 until today, which is March 10th, 2020. But you do have the ability to change this. So you'll notice at almost every screen that you're at that relates to these side icons here, you'll be able to look up here on this top portion. It says my portfolio / year to date. If we go ahead and click on this, this is going to bring up another screen where you'll be able to change the context, and you'll also be able to change the time period in which you're looking at the data. So if you didn't want to look at the whole portfolio, maybe you just wanted to look at an individual account, you would just select the account section here, and you'll get a full list of all the accounts that you have on the platform. We'll choose the second option here, and then you'll also be able to change the time frame. So maybe you didn't want to look year to date, you wanted to look more recent, you'll choose 1 month or 1 week. We'll choose 1 week here. We'll go ahead and check this box. And then you'll tell that this information has refreshed. You're looking at a different value because you're only looking at one account. You're looking at the performance and the value change within the last week. And this balance graph will only go back 1 week as well. So you'll be able to change all this information anytime you want and really dive into what you really want to see. So if you want to look at the performance, you don't have to constantly change the context up here. We're going to actually go back to the portfolio view. I'll go ahead and submit this. So on this left-hand side, these are all the different icons. First one's performance, then exposure, then insights, set groups. This is where you can create groups of accounts. So a lot of the investors on the platform, what they will do with this tool is they'll separate their retirement from their non-retirement accounts, and they'll be able to look at the performance for whatever group that they create in the accounts that are in that group. Here's a list of holdings, transactions, and then the secured document vault. We're going to start up on the top at performance. So if we go ahead and click on this icon here, this is going to give you the time frame of all the different periods that we've had your data for. So the longer you're on the platform, the longer we've had the data for your accounts, you'll be able to see as far back as this is showing right now. So you get a nice snapshot view. You won't have to constantly on the main dashboard screen change the time context. This is one of the best ways to just get a nice snapshot. You'll be able to see the performance for 1 week, 1 month, year to date, and so forth. The second icon here is exposure. So this is going to break down the different classifications. So you can look at all the different asset classifications you are invested in. And again, to mention, on this top portion here, it's defaulting for the portfolio. If we go ahead and click on this, you'll be able to change accounts, groups, and these are also the different categories that you can look at. So if we change this to stock sector, we go ahead and hit the save icon. This is going to give you all the different stock sectors that you're invested in. And then anywhere on these items, you can click on them. We'll choose technology for an example. So if you choose technology, it's going to show you all of the holdings that are that are classified as technology stocks. And you can do that for any category here. If you want to look at the bond sectors, region, as well as the country where your investments are, you can do so all from this screen right here. This next icon, Insights. So when you first log into Circle Black, you're going to get a Welcome to Circle Black letter. This is very similar to the welcome screen that you see when you first log into the platform. This is also where any articles or newsletters, any announcements that your advisor decides to share with you, where you'll be able to access them. Set groups. This is where you would create groups of accounts. So you can see here on this demo account, there's a retirement group. There's also a test group. So there's different accounts within these groups, and you'll be able to see the value change as well as the blended performance of all those accounts that you've chosen to put into that group. This section here, holdings. So this is going to be a list of all the holdings that we have in the platform for you. There's a couple items here you can sort by. You can sort by account, description, market value, price, as well as quantity. I tend to find it's easier. A portfolio level, it can be jumbled depending on how you're sorting it. So I always like to choose accounts rather than the portfolio level if you're truly looking for a list of all the holdings that you have. And then transactions, we'll also keep track of all transactions on all accounts. This will be for any managed accounts from your advisor, as well as any accounts that you link through the platform, such as a checking, savings account, or a retirement account. And then this last icon that we have here on the left-hand side is the document vault. So this is where any important information that's shared to you by the advisor will go, such as a billing invoice or a performance report. So here, from this section here, you actually have the ability to upload a document. You can upload the document as long as it's a PDF. So this is where you'd be able to browse through your computer. You'd find the document, and then you'd hit continue, and then we would load it into the platform, and you'd be able to see it on this same screen right here. And then if you wanted to upload something and share it with your advisor, once it's uploaded, you'll notice the mail icon right here on the right-hand side. It says share when you hover around it. If you click share, this is going to ask you, and this is going to send it directly to your advisor. Unfortunately, at this time, we will not alert the advisor that you have shared a document with them. So the best practice to be would to let your advisor know that you have shared something with them, and then they'll be able to take a look at it on their side. And also best practice for this. So whenever you're at any icon and you want to quickly get back to the main dashboard screen, if you look in the top left-hand corner, you won't see investor because this is a demo account, but you should see the Rooted Planning logo. So anytime that you want to get back to that main dashboard screen, if we click on this, it's going to bring you right back here. All right, and now the next portion is going to be showing you how to link any outside accounts. So up here in the top right-hand corner, you'll see this settings gear icon. So if we go ahead and click on this, it's going to give you a couple different options here. So here, edit profile. This would be all of the profile details of the investor. This is where you'll be able to change your password and enter any information here that you wish. And then feedback. So if there's anything that you see that you don't like, that you would like changed, we're always open to hearing any feedback from any investors or advisors. A lot of our enhancements come from the investor as well as the advisor. Can't promise that it's going to be done immediately, but every feedback that we take, we put it onto a document and we review it each meeting. And then if there's any issues, you can report an issue here. You can enter in the issue. We're going to receive it on the client services side, and we're going to go ahead and correct it. And we'll be able to reach out to you as well as the advisor and let you know that the issue has been resolved. And then the last option here, of course, you can log out as well. This is how you would do it. But if you were going to link any outside accounts, you would choose this option here, manage accounts. So if we go ahead and click on that, this is going to give you a list of all the accounts that you have on the platform, rather if you link them yourself or if they're coming in from your advisor. So here you'll notice the add new icon up in the top right hand corner. This is going to bring you to a page where it has a list of all the different accounts that you can link. So credit cards, banking, any retirement accounts, as well as any outside investments. So we're going to go ahead and choose this retirement option. So the one thing to note when linking an account within Circle Black, so you will just need to know the exact URL or the website that you log into outside of Circle Black. So if you go to fidelity.com to look at your Fidelity retirement account, you would need to make sure that you choose the correct option that closely resembles that website. So to give you an example, so if we type in Fidelity, you're going to notice it's going to give us quite a few options. And only one of these options is going to be the correct one. So if you go to fidelity.com, as I mentioned, to view those accounts outside of Circle Black, this very first option here is going to be the one that you want to select. So you see Fidelity Investments, and then underneath that, it's www.fidelity.com. So this would be the one that you would connect to. So then this is going to ask you to enter in your Fidelity Investments username and password. So once you enter that information in, you would go ahead and click Safely Connect. So it's a two-step process with us bringing in those accounts. First, we would connect to the institution, and secondly, we would pull in the data from Fidelity. So sometimes, depending on the custodian, this will be instant. You'll be able to see the account value the moment that you connect. Certain institutions, it may take an overnight update. So if you don't see it within a couple of hours, I would imagine that it's going to be coming in at the beginning of the morning. And so something else that you will notice, so with aggregation, there are sometimes issues with the account linkage being broken. A lot of this happens to be from if you were to change your Fidelity password and Circle Black hasn't recognized it. So if something like that happens, you will get an email from Circle Black letting you know what account needs to be reconnected. You'll also be able to see this hazard icon when you first log into the platform. So you can see here, there's an issue with one of your accounts. Please click here. So we're going to click there, and then this is going to bring us back to that Manage Account page. This is the page that we were at before we went to add an account. So you can see here all these different links with that hazard sign. So Fidelity.com at work has requested that you verify your login information, which you can do so by clicking here. So once you click here, it's going to bring you to that same page we were just at, and you just enter in your username, your password, safely connect. We would reestablish that connection, and then the error message will go away. All right, and so this is back to the main dashboard screen. So that is essentially our client portal that we offer. So our client services team not only standing by for your advisor, but our client services also extends to the clients. So if you need any one-on-one training, if you have any questions, we're more than happy to set up a call with you where we can screen share and we can go through everything at your convenience. So I thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If there's any questions or comments, please contact your advisor or myself. All right, thank you. I hope everybody has a great day.